everyone. Welcome to our episode of the Gavin and Harley Show. We are here having fun with you guys, and this is just going to be the lazy effing pre-show, pre-spooky season. Like, these
Not
bitches didn't even
giving a
get out of
fuck.
bed. I can't even with
Says
you two.
not giving a fuck. But dinosaurs, Gavin. Dinosaurs.
I thought you said you weren't going to play it during it.
I'm
You
not.
know,
It's
but I'd be
sitting
playing
there.
Starfield right now if I could, but whatever. So
Why
yeah,
aren't you?
well, because I like coming in here, sitting down, and doing the show, which we haven't done in a while because we've been busy season, sick season. Y'all have hot season coming up. Like I
All the
was like,
shit season.
yeah, all the like. So we may move days, so we can figure out a day to keep it going because we like gain all this momentum and then we don't do anything for a while and it all goes away. And I'm like, well, fuck. Now we're back to the drawing board again. Huzzah!
Yay.
But anyways, welcome to the show. We got some fun things to talk about today. I wanna ask Griffin about my fucked up TikToks I sent him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can't figure out how some of this shit ends up on social media.
I don't understand. Some of their friends should stop them, but they don't, so they're not
They don't
real
have
friends.
They can't. Some of these people cannot possibly have friends, y'all. Like, what was the one I sent
You-
today?
You say that.
The weird wolf
You say
dog dude.
Oh yeah, the guy who's being bullied and turns himself into this like a horrible filtered wolf is like, we're all gonna kick you. Like, no, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm kicking your ass just for that. Like,
And then does some weird, like, paw thing.
and like the weird Asian singers with the goblin kid, which apparently I had to look up, is like 36 years old, and the main singer is a drag queen. And then there's that weird like circus freak thing in the background. I don't know what it is, but it fascinates me because that little troll is like the meanest thing alive.
Every video, she's trying to hit something.
Kick people like, and it's like, I know you're like a 2 foot tall troll, but come on now. Go back under your bridge, eat a goat, be happy, whatever it is.
Chihuahua syndrome for humans.
I see. So all y'all are free from it. It's Griffin now. It's just me and him. We're going down this whole. We're going to hell together. So it's like I was avoiding TikTok for a long time because it got to be really racist, and like stupid. And then I went back to the fun, fucked up side of TikTok, and I'm enjoying it again. So makes me kind of happy.
It's good.
So how is the haunt season going so far?
Okay.
Decent.
Are y'all ready?
No.
Yeah. It's already started, so we have to be ready.
I did book my tickets, but I'm not telling you for when, so good luck.
I'm gonna fuck your ass
I'm outside. I'll see you when you walk in.
Nah, bitch. I was like, okay, I'm going to book them, and I'm not going to say shit and see if you guys can figure it out.
Yeah, I'll be able to see you quite easily.
You and Phil are kind of easy to spot.
Well, yeah, he'll be the one wearing a Twisted jersey. I'll be the one trying to blend into the crowd, like, fuck you both. Fuck all three of y'all. Like, fuck y'all.
And I'll let the little green men get you.
So, speaking of Little Green Man, have y'all watched that new Hulu movie, No One Will Save You?
No.
Oh my god. So I watched the trailer like a month ago and I put it on my calendar to make sure we watched it Friday. So we did a date night Friday, we watched it. That movie's fucking intense for 2/3 of the movie. Fucking loved it. Then they do the stupid thing that these horror movies do where they flip the script and make you want to think and it's gotta be all introspective, and so you've got this 2/3 badass horror movie that's just escalating, and then the alien hairball happens. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Alien hairball.
That's the
Sounds like nothing.
When you watch it, you'll understand. You'll be like, okay, so here's where I got to start paying attention because it's going to completely change vibes. I hate when fucking horror movies do that. You're giving me this badass alien invasion movie from start to finish, and then you go off in these weird things that have no explanation, and then you've got to have this intellectual ending. I'm like, fuck it, just give me aliens blowing shit up. Like, how hard is that? You did it for 2/3 of the movie. But it's fucking genius. The way that they shot it and the way that they
Why am I looking at a box?
You're not in the bathroom, are you? I swear to fucking God.
I'm not taking a shit on live.
I was about to say.
He would. Don't let him lie to you. He would fucking do it.
I would, but I don't want us to get banned.
Oh please, people will watch us more. Like we could charge money to have people come and watch people take shit on this stream.
I should turn a camera to my feet.
Yeah, feet taking a shit, and I don't know what I'll do. I'll tweak my nipples or something. We'll have like a trifecta of.
He's gonna do it in pink underwear like the dude from Little Nicky.
Yeah, I'll put some tassels on and seductively dance for lizards or something. Like we'll be
For
like,
lizards?
Yeah, I'll have like lizards everywhere, and they'll be like, I'm like, oh yeah, and then they'll bite on the nipples, and I'll swing them around while you're on shit going, ugh! And Harley's just like, feet porn. Some little like bugs crawl out and shit. Like, you gotta have it. You gotta go all the way down that road. Putting it in like wax and shit. Like, get that bitch a glass table. We can live stream that too.
Put Griffin's camera under the glass table.
Oh God. Oh no! Why are we going down this path? I don't want to go down this
we can't
path.
have a show without talking about awkward porn.
Awkward porn.
At this fucking point.
Yeah. So yeah, the movie was really good. If you get a chance to watch it. But I heard it's a completely different movie if you have surround sound like we do than if you just have regular TV because people were missing things. But like it was really unnerving for me, and I wanted to watch it again. But Phil was at home. I was like, I can't watch it with no one in the house because you know how I am with aliens and movies like that. So I was just kind of done. Like I really do want to watch it again, but I had to look up the ending because, like I said, the alien hairball was the point where things just went off the fucking rails, and it made sense after that because they were setting up the points to transition to the ending, but I wasn't paying attention because I was like, "Ooh, this is fucking awesome! Look at the way they revealed that alien. Look what they're fucking doing!" And they just keep escalating. Like I was too much into it to kind of get into the weird mode of, oh, let me analyze every single frame and point of non-dialogue. There's no talking in the whole movie, and that drove Phil crazy. He was like, "There's no talking in this movie.
It's like a quiet place."
Well, no, it's to reflect the fact that this woman. So when you watch this movie, keep in mind this: she's an outcast in her society. 2, she has a make-believe birdhouse village. That's her ideal society. Keep those 2 things in mind. You'll be fine. So yeah, it was just all sorts of super crazy. It was a lot of fun to watch, and now I'm trying to get ready for spooky season with all these movies. I'm trying to find movies we haven't actually watched.
I know what I'm watching on October 27th. So I mean, hey.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Five Nights at Freddy's. I got tickets to Saw X, I guess, for next week.
I will watch the shit out of Saw.
Yeah, because I fucking love
I'm disappointed.
Saw movies.
We also got to watch Saw Patrol. Barbenheimer, and now we're gonna have to do Saw Patrol.
Oh, because you guys have to go watch Paw Patrol.
I mean, we don't have to.
She has to watch Paw Patrol.
Oh no, bitch, you have to go with her.
No.
If she's suffering, you're suffering.
I deal with that thing more than anybody in this house, so no.
Griffin would enjoy Paw Patrol too much because people are going to bring their dogs.
What are you calling their children dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
This is
actually the dogs would be way more behaved. So
they're not bringing fucking dogs to a goddamn movie theater, are they?
I wouldn't be surprised.
The fur baby convention will be happening. All little dogs and purses and shit. I didn't even think about that. Like that kind of freaks me out. Like
I would be dogs. I'm there.
Dog Patrol.
Just dogs, and I'll be there.
We're doing Paw Patrol giveaway for the live show at my job, but I'm wondering how long they're gonna want to do it when they realize that there was like a non-binary dog now that people are freaking out over. So my job, the uber Christian conservative right wing, will be like, nope, we're not going to promote Paw Patrol anymore. I was waiting for them to figure that shit out.
Because dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Because dogs. And so speaking of crazy social media shit, You can now use a neopronoun of pumpkin spice, and I don't know how I feel about this.
I hate you for that video, by the way.
Oh my fucking
You gotta
god.
be pumpkin or spice. You can't be both. You can only be one.
No, it's like a they-them thing, but it's pumpkin and spice.
I don't understand. Like, so this woman does all these neopronoun videos to educate people about neopronouns. I'm like, they're just literally making shit up at this point. I mean, they were making shit up when they were like frogs and demons and shit like that. But now,
Or Apache helicopters.
Excuse me. I identify as a fucking problem.
okay, you can identify as a fucking problem. I will identify as pumpkin and spice.
I'm gonna identify as I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
Like, I watched this video, I was like, oh god, I gotta send it to everybody. So I sent it to you guys, and I was just waiting for the responses, and you did not disappoint.
At this point, it's getting ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
It was ridiculous before, but still.
I think there's a point where you're like, okay, we've derailed our own cause when we can now identify as pumpkin spice. Like, you definitely have taken things too far, and the fact that you have a straight face and you're still trying to perpetrate this shit, you know right now you're just fucking trolling us. Like, this has got to be a punked or fucking blooper tea. Like, this is something going on now.
There's some crazy shit.
Like, y'all.
I'm okay with trans people. I'm okay with non-binary, but when you start identifying as inanimate objects and food items.
Pumpkin spice, I identify as a ceramic mug today. No.
That's not how that shit works.
Like, no. I watched that, after I watched that video, I watched the debate of the liberal gay men versus the conservative gay men, the one where they ask them the questions and everyone steps up and says things. And the one that divided them was, should LGB separate from TQIA++ dogs, whatever the fuck they are now? And like, they were real hesitant to step up and say, yeah, because, you know, one's a sexuality, one's just trying to be identity politics. And they're getting really muddled. And yes, everyone needs support, but we're at that point now where it's time to kind of put this train in reverse and let some like scientists and medical professionals get behind this and stop turning it into a fad and making a joke of people's actual problems and just doing this shit because we wake up one day and decide that we want to identify as the color fucking purple. And it was interesting to watch.
I identify as a fluff tortilla.
That would be a puffy tortilla, which is made out of flour. So you are triggering me because you're a native gluten, and I want to be gluten intolerant. I identify as gluten intolerant. That's my disability. And like we can go on and on. And Phil and I were watching this 90 Day Fiance show. It's like before the 90 days. It's the new season. And this dude goes overseas to meet this trans woman. And everyone's like, so you're gay now? And he's like, no, I'm not gay. Well, you are. You guys fucked. He's a dude. Like, for real. Let's be real honest here. But every time this bitch opens her mouth, it's because I'm autistic and I'm trans. Every fucking time she has something to say, it's because she's autistic and she's trans. Nothing else. She puts everything in her life on those two aspects of her life. And I'm like, is that all you are? Like, I don't like people who that's their entire identity. Like, you're more than that. You're an artist.
Least you should be.
You should be. You should be an artist. You should be a creator. You should be, something. Like, I'm a cubicle worker. I don't give a fuck. What is it that defines you outside of your sexuality? And I'm autistic and I'm trans. That's how she talks. And I'm like, don't go out in public then. Like, for real. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Also, this season of 90 Day before the 90 days was just batshit crazy. Like, I don't understand these fucking people.
I mean, you got your 90 Day Fiance. I got my sister wives without the actual wives at this point because they're all leaving him.
Yeah, I saw. Like, I used to watch that show. I ended right after she got catfished. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So they haven't. Mary and Cody haven't had a meaningful relationship since the catfish incident, and After 16 years, she finally leaves him.
Well, I mean, the dude's ugly to begin with. Like, he is like mangy ugly. There is no reason he needs to be a polygamist because he should be lucky just to have one fucking woman come and look at that train wreck of a goddamn face. Can you imagine what the rest of his body looks like? Ew, no thank you.
I've seen it. It's unfortunate.
Why am I not
What?
surprised? Why
They
am
show
I-
him getting down into his underwear to get into a pond.
They need to burn that.
Yeah, it needed to be burned.
Yeah, no, that guy's ugly. A lot of these polygamists, they're actually kind of inbred looking. Because I love watching polygamy shows. I love.
I wonder
Escaping
fucking
Polygamy.
why.
Well, yeah,
They're fun to watch.
I
The
love
trash
watching this
is
shit.
fun.
Yeah, like all those documentaries, like the one where it they were interviewing Jeff Warren's like fifth wife he took on the road with him when he was on the run, and how she was like doing all this stuff and she was trying to make herself innocent. Like, well, all those girls wanted to be married. Bitch, they're like 10 years old in a goddamn polygamy group. They don't know any better because you become stupid.
Exactly.
I don't know if I could be a polygamist. I don't know if I'd have enough energy these days. Maybe back in a long time ago I could have, but these days, no, I don't got
You
time to track
only
down
got to
enough
do
people.
it with one woman a night.
Yeah, but you got to figure that shit out, and schedule it. You got to have the energy to fucking like.
Every night, you just move to a new house.
I could like go at the drop of a dime. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's a matter of keeping track of shit and.
You get a calendar. It's called Google Calendar.
This shit doesn't work for some people.
Oh, I love my calendar. Don't get me wrong.
I forget my calendar exists.
It's on your phone, dumbass. How the fuck do you forget?
I don't understand. I don't see it, and it's gone. Object permanence is a bitch.
The fuck was that you just put up to the camera, Harley?
It looked like a hair.
It was a string from my pocket.
Okay.
Nice.
I told you I identify as a fluff tortilla.
So I started decorating for Halloween.
Shocker.
It's harder as I get older. And now that my foot's more or less healed, I can feel the long term of it, not being able to really bend around and crawl around and do a lot of stuff. And so I've talked to my doctor about that, which she's going to tell me, yeah, you're going to be getting arthritis. They already told me. Your foot's never going to be the same. I tried to lift a table at Scoot in the other day and it really hurt. So, Alex is like, I'm not going to have you lift anything anymore. And so I'm just trying to get the stuff done. But I have to get outside done, and I don't know how I'm going to do it because I can't like crawl around very easily. But it's not.
Gotta borrow Griffin.
Well, you guys are always so busy. Like, it's one of those. I could probably get my neighbor Will to help me because he offered to help me already, and just get the stuff put outside because everyone loves it. I love it. Kind of thinking maybe I should just not do outside, but I can't just not do outside. It's fucking Halloween. I have Ursula out there. But it's getting a lot harder to keep up with the house and keep up with decorating. My whole left leg is just kind of done. I'm starting to feel my back a little bit more. I fucking hate the day I fell off that goddamn curb because everything just goes downhill from there. You feel fine, then all of a sudden you're fucking old. It's just, yeah, it's getting a little harder, and I never really thought about what would happen when it got harder, but I'm going to make do. I'm going to push through. I'll figure all this stuff out. But I did put up my Haunted Mansion stuff from Hallmark, the ornaments, and they're fucking brilliant. Yes. The house talks to the ornaments, and by the end of 3 years, it'll be all the major ghosts doing the whole ride sequence for you. So I'm really, really excited about that. Here's some of my other finds. I did get fucking Darth Revan from Knights of the Old Republic.
Nice.
Both of you are like, what the fuck? It's Star Wars. I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh. And I did find a Kool-Aid Man.
Oh my god.
I was so happy with that one. And then I got this is the fourth one. It's the porcelain Disney princess, of course.
Nice.
But they did a Jafar, which I'm really happy with.
Ow, fuck.
They did Jurassic Park.
Nice.
But here we go. They actually did a fucking Samus Aran.
Yeah.
So I'm really
You're very
happy with
bubbly,
that.
Harley.
So yeah, my next batch of ornaments comes in the middle of October, so I will finish that out. And I don't even know what to do for fucking Christmas. I got so many trees to put up. And
It looks like me and Harley are gonna work for Christmas.
What are you gonna do?
Axe throwing.
Oh.
Give anybody books.
Yeah, our boss put in there, are you willing to work these days? And so far, me and her, the other one's like, sure.
I'll work my birthday. I don't give a shit.
I don't mind working on holidays as long as I can plan ahead of time. And we're not really doing anything because I got to start planning Thanksgiving. And I'm trying to get a hold of my damn child who turns 18. Freaked Phil out because he just realized, oh my God, he's going to be 18. I'm too old to have an 18-year-old. I mean, too young to have an 18-year-old. But they've gone deadly quiet in Bernie, so I don't know what the fuck's going on out there. But I want to drive out there and see him. But he's 18 going on 95 because of fucking old man syndrome, I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
You don't have to call me out and shit.
Who's calling you out? Old man syndrome?
Might as well be.
No. See, your father, like Brett was raised by his grandfather, who's already an introvert and a racist Mexican old man. So Brett is very country, very old man mentality. Like I called him one year on his birthday and was talking to him. And he just talks like this. And you get like a sentence at a time, maybe. And I was like, so what are you doing? I'm eating crackers. Well, I hope they're at least Ritz crackers because those are the best crackers. No, I eat unsalted saltines.
That is an old man.
Everything he does is now so old man centered because he's had no social life. And Phil and I realized we're going to have to fix him. When Robert dies, he's going to not be a functioning member of society. We're going to have to fix him. And I'm going to do that because I do feel bad that I left him where he was at because I thought that was the best for him, but it turned out to not be in the long run. And by the time it was all said and done, it was too late. So what we can do but sit here and just hope for the best,
Yep.
Yeah, so lots of stuff has just been going on. We did decide that we were going to go do Scream Hollow as another haunt, but I think we're going to go visit with some friends when we do that. I hope it doesn't suck because I'm seriously thinking, like them and Bat City Scaregrounds, you guys, there's a lot of calls out for horror haunt actors, and I imagine y'all get the cream of the crop out there where you're at, and the other ones kind of get like the country bumpkins who may or may not show up depending on how drunk they are. Because I feel like when we went and filmed at Scream Hollow last time, that's what it was.
Yeah.
They had like 5 people going between the houses just trying to take on all the roles.
Pretty much.
Their fucking costumes look like shitty Halloween Goodwill costumes that you last minute on the day of Halloween.
It was still fun though. Like they had some nice setups out there, but I agree.
Let's be honest, Gary was the only cool costume.
Is he gonna be back out there?
No. My uncle was the only reason it was good.
Yeah, I remember all that. I also remember Jeffrey climbing up the chain link fence like a spider monkey and leaving us alone.
Holding my hand as he climbed the chain link fence.
Yeah.
I about pissed myself laughing because he wouldn't let go of my hand.
He was gone. It was fucking hilarious. Like he was just gone. So yeah. So my October also became a little bit more free because Live Nation is doing something weird right now. Because my evening jobs this is Live Nation between Emos and Scoot In. And I'm a merch rep, so I basically watch the merch people and I sell house merchandise. Well, there's no house merchandise because they haven't ordered any. And they're trying to get, I guess, more people in for the next few months. So they're doing this new initiative where there's no merch splits or anything. And like the band has to pay taxes directly to Live Nation. Like, so I'm kind of not needed for a while. So I got more time next month. I'm gonna go learn some of the security side of things, but they're like, hey, I've got an extra, week next month. Let's go do some more fun stuff. Outside of having to drive to Atlanta because I got to go to my uncle's funeral. I just was realizing this year's gone by so fast.
It
It
has.
has.
My time gets away from me so fast. I don't know how it happens. And I just realized I've been talking this entire fucking time. How are you guys doing? What's going on in y'all's life?
Dinosaurs.
Work. Scaring people, making people piss themselves in a queue line.
Okay, if you're scaring people in a queue line and they're pissing themselves, they should not be there. They're not prepared for what's coming.
I made multiple people cry. I was literally appointed to be a bodyguard for someone that they dressed up like a clown slut. And then somebody was like, hey, you should give me a blowjob. And I was like, I called dibs. I'll rip it the fuck off with my teeth. And then he was gone. He literally just left.
But what if he's like, okay, bro, let's go behind the dumpster? What would you have done?
I don't know. I would have grabbed a hatchet and then followed.
My harassment were like, okay, let's go behind the dumpster and just, have some fun. I'm such
I keep scaring one of my little actors, and I'm like, every time around the corner she jumps, and I'm like, how are you doing your job if I'm scaring you?
I scare Phil just by walking through the house because he forgets where I'm at. And he'll turn around and see a white man and get all scared because he's going to imprison him or something. I don't fucking know. I was like, you're just brown. You're the help. I'm not going to imprison you. I pay you. Like, what am I supposed to do?
How are the two blind actors that we have?
I love I only deal with Brandon, but I love Brandon. He's great.
Fucking
Yes, Gavin, blind.
they're like
Seeing eye
blind.
dog,
They cannot see.
Dick.
Oh, did I scare you? Like,
Yes.
Is that what they do?
So Brandon gets stuck in a room with an animatronic, and he has the animatronic. When the animatronic goes off, he knows it's time to scare.
But does he know which direction to scare?
Yes, because he's got a window he goes through.
They literally just put him in front of a window. He has
And
nowhere else to go.
So he comes over the window, and if it's me, I grab his hand, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'm just checking on you.
That's fine. Please tell me our fellow plague in our life is nowhere to be seen.
Sadly, no. They work on a puppet. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The last two times I've been there, they work the secret bar door.
If they open their fucking mouth, I'm going to punch them. I'm just telling you right now. I do not know how these people keep popping up in our goddamn life, but they need to go away. There is no amount of distance between us. That's enough. Okay. Well, this should be interesting. A puppet?
Yes.
Is it a transgender puppet?
No, it's not even a snow leopard. No, they're not on the ant. They're on the goat.
That's where they were doing the thing.
No,
why did they put him on the goat? Or
I don't know. They always put them by Fluffy.
We have a man that literally wants to play the goat.
You know you can't use the term Fluffy ever again, right?
I know.
Do I need to ruin it for you?
No.
Fluffy's the name of a puppet.
Okay, no. Fluffy is the name of Katie's vagina that I found out when my brother and Katie were talking about her Fluffy.
My brain went to wrong Katie and was like, what the fuck?
Damn, Kyler.
I went to Kyler's Katie.
No,
I was like,
the cesspool trash heap, that is my brother's girlfriend. If you know, you know. And
I don't.
knows. That's why she's like, no, she's just tuning this out. There's no such thing as a Fluffy. No. So, okay, I'll ask you, Griffin, since you weren't there for her. She swore that her beef curtains are what got her men. Do fluffy, flappy vaginas turn you on?
No.
No.
Would you look at it and think there's something wrong here?
Yes.
Like if you could
Especially when
be
it
that
walks
bad,
by and it smells like a fish taco.
and it just kind of flaps out from around the short legs, and you're like, okay, that's a little much. I love the look
That's
on his face,
nasty.
like, you missed all the fun of this crazy bitch. I shit you not. Like,
That's fucking disgusting.
Harley and Jill caught her in so many lies about pregnancy. Like, they set her ass up. We all set her ass up, and she lied and did all these horrible things. She bullied special needs people. She insisted that there are no bats in Austin unless there's Bat Fest. That's the only thing that draws the bats in town.
They don't hire the bats to show up. The money doesn't matter to them.
No, they're there year round. It is pretty cool
Yeah.
to watch. But she fought with people out of town and Jessica that there are no bats unless it's Bat Fest. And Jessica was like, you dumb fucking bitch. Do you not, what? Are you cannot be this stupid. Yeah, she's that stupid. And her vagina is named Fluffy. There you go.
Griffin's like, I can't even.
He's gonna be like going to Arby's going Fluffy and not want to eat. He's like, no, bitch, no, you're not ruining Arby's for me.
My trainee's just gonna ask me go to Arby's. I'm just be like, here, you can have this burger now. And he's like, why? You don't want to know.
Let me tell you a little story about something called Fluffy.
And then he's gonna throw it away, and we're gonna go to a new restaurant.
It's brown roast beef.
It shouldn't be brown unless you're brown.
She's not brown. She's just dirty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was grody.
That's fucking nasty.
So
I'm telling you, okay, Griffin, you know how we got out of the car the other day and you were like, that dude's BO? The studio always smelled like that.
Because it came out of her
That's
mouth.
fucking nasty.
Okay, no, so when she was engaged, she had a ring, and we found out that it came out of a bath bomb. And the first words out of Pocky's mouth was, when did you take a bath? I was the second person that said that shit. When did you take a bath? She had just gotten a ring out of a bath bomb and decided they were engaged, apparently. But we were all confused as, when the fuck did you bathe?
We all know it was him bathing.
No, she says she bathes in his cum because he comes on her back. Because I know you have to know. No, I know. I just.
That's why she smells bad.
She smells bad because she's a fucking, like, if you were to put, like, human waste from a hospital in a dumpster full of, like, dead cats in the middle of the fucking hot sun and set it on fire, and that residue that drips out that stinks like fucking hell, she's worse than that. Like,
Jesus
there's
Christ.
no, like, she is awful outside and in. She is.
Well, I'm very glad I didn't meet that because I would have not held my tongue.
It's related to Gavin now.
Oh.
So when it turns out they were having a kid, the first thing Phil said was, it's going to be stupid. The first thing I said is, it's going to be ugly. It's not
It was
ugly,
both.
so it's got to be stupid.
It was both.
Well, he's kind of grown into his looks, but he is a ginger.
It's the only saving grace.
That it was a ginger?
Yeah.
Well, my brother's a good dad, but he's kind of a single dad. Kind of like I was for years and years. And she was at my dad's funeral was the last time we saw her, and that was the whole family out there. We were trying to ignore her because she was trying to get in everyone's conversation, and then she got really fucking mad because I didn't want the flag or anything, so I asked my brother. He said he wanted it, so my brother was the recipient of all this stuff, and she got mad, thought I was pushing it off on him, and so my cousins and I were trying to have a conversation, and she walks up and tries to interject herself, and my cousins literally just do this. away, and she doesn't take the hint, and she keeps on having conversations, and then she walks away, and Becky turns and goes, "We weren't talking to you, bitch," and goes right back to our conversation.
Nice.
But I did get some sort of vengeance on them because my mom's dog, who looks like a fucking goblin now because he's that old, that my dad still had, awful fucking Chihuahua dog. Stinky as fucking hell. We convinced my brother that my dad's will said he had to take that dog, which pissed Katie all kinds of fucking off.
What, because she's competing against something that might smell worse?
If I had to pick between the two, I'd pick the dog.
Fair enough.
But I do wonder if he told her about the joke we played on him, though. Because when my dad started going down, he told my cousin, Kelly, because Kelly lived like 2 minutes from him in San Antonio. There's a binder in the closet I need you to get rid of. We know what's in that binder. It's full of porn pictures of my mom and dad. Years and years worth of porn pictures from my mom and dad. So we didn't tell my brother about that. And we were going to sneak it into the stuff he took home with him. But he found it early and did like he was in the car with my cousin and it slid out from under the seat. And my brother just picks up and opens it to flat out crotch shots like that's my parents. And Kelly about died laughing at the pullover. And the only question my brother had was, who's taking these pictures? And then we all realized my parents were swingers, probably was Sean's parents, and they were taking the pictures.
Ew. No.
Oh, God.
It opened all sorts of different problems.
I don't want to see Wilhelm and Kishi naked.
Yeah, there you go. Because they were all like this. And that explains the single flamingo I took out of my mom's front yard that's in my front yard. I didn't think about this shit. The life of times, y'all. The life of fucking times. I can't. Anyways, so you're playing this dinosaur game.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
What do? Dig up dinosaur bones?
No. They're actual little dinosaurs. You go around with a flute and you play the flute and it makes the dinosaurs like you. And then you take the dinosaurs home.
And then you use them to do your farm work.
I have so many questions.
And then I'm playing a samurai game. And that's what I was doing before this.
Where did this game come from?
My dinosaur game?
Yeah.
PlayStation.
It came out yesterday.
And it's just Animal Crossing with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I can see that. I'm not going to complain, really.
That's cute.
And then they were like talking in old Western slang. It's weird.
You put saddles on the dinosaurs.
Are you a caveman or are you a dinosaur?
No, you're like a cowboy.
It sounds like they were trying real hard to make an Animal Crossing ripoff, but make it as weird as possible.
Yeah. But it's cute.
With dinosaurs, I'm a cowboy and I'm going to ride them. Whatever.
Called Dino Ranch. It's on Disney Junior.
So you're playing a game made for toddlers.
No, it's like the TV show from Disney Junior.
It's like a TV show on Disney Junior. So basically, it's probably bare bones simple, I imagine.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Except the flute part,
and then you got to remember how to play the flute and what flute buttons do.
Meanwhile, I've been playing Starfield since it came out.
I've also been playing WoW. So,
okay, what's up with the ghost dog? I guess something got leaked in WoW that I guess for Halloween everyone's getting like a ghost puppy.
You always get a puppy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't play WoW. I just saw this ghost dog. I'm like, a ghost dog, really?
Yeah, you always get a ghost.
But is it always a dog?
I think last year I got a cat.
So they're giving you spirits of dead animals. That's fun.
I mean,
There's
I also
worse in
have
that
dead
game.
dragons.
Jill has a walking rib cage.
Yeah.
Does it walk like that sculpture from the Beetlejuice movie?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
or does it?
It walks like a
around?
fucking spider.
I don't know what that is.
A worm. I have a pet that. Well, I do have one that walks like that.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Kermit the Frog here. So the other thing I want to talk about before we go is, how the fuck do y'all do purses?
Person?
I don't know if
I don't.
you do a purse, but I'm using Loungefly mini backpacks just because I have them and I want to use them and I think they're
I don't
fun.
use a purse. I use a backpack.
I don't understand.
I do pockets.
I'm so used to just pull something out of my pocket that I gotta like take this backpack off and unzip it and reach in and pull out my fucking wallet. Like, it's a lot of fucking effort, y'all. But
I also wear trip pants, so pockets.
and I have
I
pockets,
wear cargo pants.
but like I've got these mini backpacks that I want to use, and so I just like fuck it, I'm gonna start using them. It's such an adjustment. I don't know how women do purses. Like I don't know. It's so
I've never done a purse. I've never been able to do purses. I'm not girl enough to girl.
Are you saying I'm more girl than you are?
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you. So now that I'm doing that, I think I could probably pull off the Grimace side bag.
Do
That
it.
looks like a purse. I really think I can pull that off. And just, I'm gonna
The
rock
purse.
it. I'm just gonna fucking rock it. Whatever
Rock
happens,
it.
happens. I'm just gonna
Rock
let
your
it
man
go.
purse.
I'm gonna fucking rock a man purse. Phil has a twisted one that really did him wonders at this venue the other night. So he was like, "Oh, I got my man purse."
Rock your man
The
purse.
merce.
The verse.
Moves.
Yeah.
The
So
portrait.
there's only a couple other lounge flies I'd like to get. I think I'll be fine, but I was like, if I'm gonna get them, I need to use them.
I mean, I thought you weren't buying any more after the Candyland one in the McDonald's bag.
Well, there's a Jabba the Hutt one that I got 30% off at Hallmark that I had to have, and there's that Ursula one that I've had my eyes on forever today. And now that I've had them, I'm like, I'm gonna use them.
You're one of those people, Gavin. I
You
only
are
am
too.
gonna get this one, and then you get 50 more.
You are also that person, Harley.
Jabba the Hutt one. It was fucking awesome.
I only need one book. 60 books later.
Shut up. No. I'm gonna. All I really want is the Ursula one, and I'll be fine. And maybe
I only need this one craft tool.
which
60
I have
craft tools later.
this.
Now we've got like 4 printers.
I can use.
I will totally come over and take that.
Yeah, because I needed to cut some shelves, but I probably will do this weekend. But other than that, it's got like 4 or 5 blades. You just switch them out depending on what you're doing.
Perfect.
It literally sits on the table, and it has an attachment. You put a hose to suck the sawdust up. It's great. Plug it in, you're good to go.
Excellent.
I think that's all that I have. I don't really have anything else to talk about because I didn't fucking chant it for goddamn ever. And you guys were just like,
Weird security man that we saw yesterday.
Okay, yeah, these things don't happen unless you take pictures, bitch. This is why cell phones exist.
It was fucking funny.
Yeah.
The bitch was like 4'3", no chin. He had a Glock. If he shot it, his fucking wrists would break. And he was standing next to a 6'5", 500-pound man.
For full shirt.
I'll tell you
It
what,
was
that's fucking hilarious.
And they were going to like a armored bank truck, and the dude had to help the little dude get in the back to get the money bags that the motherfucker was dragging on the ground.
Did he at least pick him up by the collar like a dog and just kind of drop him?
No, he grabbed him from the waist.
I was gonna feed myself.
And I'm like, you couldn't really describe it right because you're too busy laughing. So I was like, bitch, just take a picture next time. Share
And then I got a picture of what he kind of looked like.
I really hope that motherfucker's name was Kevin because he looked like a Kevin.
Oh, don't they always look like a Kevin?
Yes.
Fucking Kevin.
Jesus.
God bless. So yeah.
When he bends over, he's gonna have an eyeball in his butthole.
God damn it!
Maybe that's what we do. Griffin sits on the toilet, you put your feet, and I'll be a butthole demon. I'll make it pull spit it out. I'll figure out how to do it.
You need someone's grandpa's glass eyeball.
No, it's gotta be something big. That's
Like a cue ball.
You got fucking jokes, bitch. You got fucking jokes. This is a whole nother story for another day. A whole nother story. Cue ball. Good Lord, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
I did.
Y'all
I love how you're using your robe to wipe your eyeballs.
Cue balls and horse dildos.
Oh God, no! God, no! Okay, so
It's a whole story, Griffin. It's a whole ass story.
Do they ejaculate?
All right,
It's
all
a
right.
whole ass story.
Let me tell you the story of Cue ball. So we had this friend who liked to stick things up his ass, and one day he comes and says, "Look at the scar I got from a surgery." I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Didn't ask what surgery was about, whatever. Found out later that surgery was because he shoved a cue ball in his ass and it went too far with the horse dildo that they had to cut it out and pull it out of his fucking body.
Oh.
Like a cue ball?
So I call him cue ball now.
Fair enough.
Just like I
He's very doppelball.
I have a friend who played WoW so much that he didn't want to leave his room. When I went in there, there's all these bottles of fucking tea. Turned out they're bottles of urine, even though his bathroom's right across the fucking hall. So I started calling him Bottle Beat.
You can't get up because you got a raid.
No, bitch, you can get the fuck up. Or hold
I just get out of
the
queue to go pee.
and then go. Like, a girl can't piss in the bottle. It goes everywhere.
Just be with God.
Dude, the hole's so small, you just need to put it up there and it'll go right in there.
No, they would need like a pee pad that they could just like spray on underneath the fucking table and just change it out like a pee pad.
Unless you like put the hole onto the other hole, you'll be fine.
Get a Seaweed. They make things for that.
I think it's a little more complicated than a dude just pissing them off. Like, they gotta work that shit up there a little bit more.
It's not in their vagina hole.
I know that, but they gotta work more to do it.
Dude, the bottle hole with the actual pee hole is like such a different size. You shouldn't need to work it up in there.
I understand. I mean, you know, getting in position well enough. I'm not stupid, y'all. I understand the anatomy. I just think
and vaginas wink.
I think they'd be better off with
horse vaginas wink.
Phil's never gonna sleep again.
I only know that because of Stella. That was terrifying.
Did it suck in a fly or something?
No, I was back there. I was grooming her, and I was turning around, and I'm guessing she was in heat, and I heard like squelchy noises, and I saw her fucking like vagina. Basically, yes. She like squirted. She basically pissed on me, but it wasn't piss.
Oh my God! There's another way to make money in porn. Let it like spray on you and then watch a horse fuck you. Like, we get lots of money off of that. Griffin, you gotta take one from the team. Get back there and just be like, "Come on, hit me, bitch!" and just bathe in it, and then roll around and wait for a horse to come and be like, "Just be prepared because the thing's here, just going up in there." We make so much money off that shit. We make so much money off that, dude. I'll run the camera. Harley can be social media at the same time. Hey, how big is this horse cock? How much can Griffin take? Tune in now, $5. Like,
Do it now, $5.
24
well, like just measure it out before your face goes.
No, Gavin, 24 inches.
There's no way anything that big is going up inside anybody's body. No way.
That's not true.
10
I've
people,
seen.
10 people a year die for trying.
Yeah. How do they find them? Do they just find them stuck on the horse dick?
No.
Just
They
walking
explode.
through the pasture?
It
Yeah,
just
because the horse is walking and the dude's like stuck just drunk behind. It's
Yeah.
kind of a giveaway, you know?
Is that how they find them? Or do the horse somehow get it out of it? Or.
their intestines explode.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean the dick is out of them.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we know way too much about horse porn. I think we got a problem, y'all. We definitely have a problem.
The things you know from Google.
Things we don't want to know.
I know a lot of things that I don't want to know.
Yeah, same.
So, with that, I think we're going to wrap up this show today. We're working on our schedule going forward, guys, so we're here more often, and you guys can chat, interact, and have fun with us. But that's it for today. You guys got any last minute things to say?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you sitting, Griffin? Are you
I'm sitting in our storage room.
Was there no other place in the house that was like Griffin friendly?
Not really. I went in the living room. I was sat in there for 5 minutes, and Jill was like, "You're fucking loud." It was like, okay.
Well, it's not the toilet. We'll give it that much.
That's normally where I do go.
How do butthole check?
Out of their
At
face.
their mouth.
Like, does
Like
it just
South
come
Park.
around the eye, like crying? Do they cry poop?
Maybe.
No, they would cry piss, I would assume.
No, because it's a butthole. It's not a dick or a dick.
I don't even
You
think it
don't
has
know
a
that.
dick.
It's a eyeball coming out of the butthole, Griffin.
That doesn't mean there's not a dick.
There
Maybe it
is a
takes
dick.
the eyeball out.
And just that's so unhygienic.
It's a demon.
Okay, we gotta go. There was a pitch I did not want to get out. So, see you guys next time on the Gavin and Harley show.
Why?